Chris.
When it comes to living large, few celebrities do it quite like Chris Brown. From his sky-high net worth to his jaw-dropping mansion and his fleet of exotic cars that roar like thunder, Chris's life is straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. In this video, we're taking you deep inside the world of Chris Brown. No filters, no fluff, just pure luxury, raw talent, and everything that makes his lifestyle one of the most talked about in showbiz. So if you're ready to be blown away, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel. You won't want to miss a second of this. Let's jump in. Chris Brown's rise to fame is nothing short of legendary. Born in the small town of Tappahannock, Virginia in 1989, nobody could have guessed that this kid would go on to become one of the biggest names in music history.
Even from a young age, Chris had something special. He was obsessed with music and dance, always practicing, always pushing himself. But everything changed when he was just 13 years old. A producer spotted his raw talent, and that moment kicked off a career that would change the game. By 16, Chris dropped his debut album and it exploded. 2 million copies sold in the US alone. And just like that, a star was born. Fast forward to today, and Chris Brown has sold over 217 million records worldwide, making him one of the best-selling artists ever. But here's where it gets even more impressive. He's not just breaking records, he's setting them. Chris holds the record for the most songs on the Billboard Hot 100 by any male singer in history. And when it comes to R&B, no one even comes close. He's got more top 40 hits in the genre than anyone.
And it doesn't stop there. Chris also dominates with the most RIAA gold-certified singles and platinum-certified singles of any male artist. Proof that his music isn't just popular, it lasts. Even in the fast-moving music world of the 2010s, Chris stayed at the top of his game. Billboard ranked him as the #3 R&B hip-hop artist of the decade, putting him right up there with icons like Drake and Rihanna. Chris Brown's journey through the entertainment world has been nothing short of phenomenal. Over the years, he's racked up an incredible 199 awards and more than 500 nominations, proof that his talent doesn't just make noise, it leaves a lasting mark. But music wasn't the only stage Chris conquered. He made a smooth move into acting too, showing off just how versatile he really is. In 2007, he made his big screen debut in Stomp the Yard, and fans got to see a whole new side of him. That same year, he brought the holiday spirit in This Christmas. Not long after, he popped up on TV with a guest role in the hit show The O.C., further proving he's more than just a chart-topping artist.
From there, the big screen became another playground. He starred in action-packed Takers, 2010, the romantic comedy Think Like a Man, 2012, the drama Battle of the Year, 2013, and later in She-Ball, 2020. With each role, Chris showed he's got range, style, and a real knack for storytelling. Thanks to his unstoppable music career, Chris now lives the kind of lifestyle most people only dream of. One of the crown jewels of his success? A sleek, ultra-modern home tucked away in the exclusive Hollywood Hills of Los Angeles. This isn't just a house, it's a work of art. Built vertically across 6 thoughtfully designed levels, the home stretches out over 3,000 square feet of pure luxury. It features 3 beautifully styled bedrooms and bathrooms, a jaw-dropping living room with towering ceilings, and an entire glass wall that opens up to stunning views of the city. Right next to it, a cutting-edge kitchen that was completely reimagined to match Chris's vibe. Before Chris moved in, the place had a clean, minimalist design with soft tones. But once he took over, it got a bold makeover. The house exploded with color, covered in graffiti art that reflects his wild, creative spirit, inside and out, from the garage to the kitchen. And then there's the pool. Not your typical backyard setup. This one is long, sleek, and perfect for unwinding after a long day in the spotlight. Step outside Chris Brown's former Hollywood Hills home, and it feels like you've walked into a private resort We're talking about an outdoor fireplace, a beachy lounge area complete with sand and sunbeds, and even a massive screen for movie nights under the stars. But the real showstopper? A breathtaking mountain view that you could see from just about every room in the house. Now, when it comes to how much this place actually sold for, details are a little hazy. But back in 2013, Chris reportedly walked away with a cool $1.7 million when he sold it.
Chris Brown now calls Tarzana, California home, an upscale pocket of Los Angeles where he's taken luxury living to the next level. Sitting on more than 32,000 square feet of land, his current mansion is massive, with over 8,000 square feet of living space packed with everything you'd expect from a superstar's home. This futuristic pad includes 6 spacious bedrooms with floor-to-ceiling glass windows, offering stunning views of both the city and the surrounding mountains. And with 8 bathrooms, yes, 8, including one decked out with serious luxury, comfort is clearly a priority. In true Chris Brown fashion, the house reflects his personality inside and out. Graffiti art, his signature style, covers parts of the walls, turning the entire home into a living, breathing piece of art.
When it comes to fun, this house does not disappoint. There's a full-on arcade-style game room and a home theater with seating for 14 that makes movie night feel like a private screening. And for when he's not working, there's a basketball court, perfect for shooting hoops or even filming music videos. His garage fits 3 cars, but there's plenty of open space for his full collection of high-end vehicles. Outside, things get even better. A sleek, saltwater pool and spa tub offer the perfect escape, while 2 outdoor fireplaces keep things cozy during cooler LA nights. And believe it or not, Chris has even shared his address publicly, turning his home into a place where fans can connect without compromising safety. Why? Because he's got 16 security cameras keeping watch 24/7. As for the value of this ultra-unique estate, experts estimate it's worth around $4.6 million. Though, with all the custom touches, it might be worth even more.
Hope you're loving this inside look at Chris Brown's incredible lifestyle. If you are, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more exclusive celebrity content like this. Let's talk about cars, because when it comes to Chris Brown's wild lifestyle, one thing he doesn't play around with is his love for luxury rides. His garage, it's basically a dreamland for car lovers. Packed with speed, style, and some serious muscle, it shows off just how deep his passion runs. One of the most jaw-dropping vehicles in his collection is the Rezvani Tank, a beast of an SUV that looks like it rolled straight out of a futuristic war zone. This isn't just about style, it's built like a tank with thermal night vision and military-grade protection. Price tag? Around $155,000. Yeah, it's as serious as it sounds.
Then there's the legendary Porsche 911 Turbo, a car that blends luxury and raw speed like few others. With a top speed of 198 miles per hour and the ability to go from 0 to 62 in just 2.8 seconds, this thing is built to fly. Owning one will set you back about $230,000, but for adrenaline junkies like Chris, it's worth every penny. And now for one of the flashiest head-turners in his collection, a custom Lamborghini Huracan. But this isn't your average Lambo. Chris had it completely transformed by the Custom Kings at RDB LA, featuring a wild pyramid print wrap that shifts colors in the light. It's not just a car, it's a full-on rolling piece of art that lights up the streets of Los Angeles. Of course, making a statement like that comes with a price. This one's worth a cool $300,000. Another showstopper in Chris Brown's insane car collection? His custom Lamborghini Aventador XL. And let's just say, it's far from ordinary.
This beast pushes out a whopping 750 horsepower, but what really turns heads is its look. Thanks to another custom job by the team at RDB LA, the Lambo now sports a bold color-shifting gradient that fades from lilac to blue. Even the wheels got the treatment. It's sleek, vibrant, and screams youthful swagger. Just owning this model before any custom touches costs around $500,000. But wait, Chris didn't stop there. He's also been spotted behind the wheel of the Bugatti Veyron. Yes, that Bugatti. It's one of the most expensive and exclusive cars on the planet. With a jaw-dropping price of over $1.5 million, this supercar is the ultimate symbol of speed and status. Chris Brown doesn't just collect cars, he curates them like works of art. And in his world, there's no such thing as too flashy or too fast. Like many R&B and hip-hop stars, Chris is all about style and statement, constantly stepping out in outfits and accessories that cost serious money. But where he really takes it over the top? Sneakers.
He's got a massive sneaker closet. We're talking shelves from floor to ceiling. His collection is so big, he could rock a different pair every single day for years. And the total value of that collection? Let's just say it's worth more than most people's homes. But the kicks are just the beginning. Chris's taste for designer fashion is loud and clear. Just take a scroll through his Instagram. You'll find him decked out in looks like a Gucci monogram jumpsuit and canvas bomber jacket, which together cost a cool $5,800. And that's just one outfit from a wardrobe filled with high-end pieces. And let's not forget the accessories, because Chris Brown doesn't just wear clothes, he wears art. One of the most jaw-dropping pieces in his collection? A Louis Vuitton airplane-shaped bag that's more sculpture than suitcase. The price? A wild $39,000. But it gets crazier. On his wrist, a white ceramic Richard Mille watch, one of only 100 in the world, priced at $150,000. And if that wasn't enough, he also owns an 18K white gold Richard Mille, a hyper-rare piece with only 20 made worldwide, valued at a staggering $750,000. Chris Brown's lifestyle isn't just luxury, it's next level.
Chris Brown doesn't just live large, he flies that way too. Whether he's jetting off to perform sold-out shows or hopping from city to city, private air travel is a big part of his lifestyle. But here's the million-dollar question, literally. Does Chris actually own a private jet, or does he charter them as needed? While fans and insiders continue to debate, one thing is clear. When he takes to the skies, he often does it in serious style with the Gulfstream 4. This luxury twin-engine jet is built for comfort and long-range travel. Think plush seating, elite amenities, and total privacy, basically a flying VIP suite. Now, if Chris is chartering it, we're talking about $110,000 per flight. But if he owns it outright, that's a $5 million investment. Either way, it's another level of luxury most can only dream of.
Outside of the music and flash, Chris Brown's love life has been front-page material for years. Most famously, he dated Rihanna, a relationship that lit up the tabloids. Their 2-year romance ended in 2009 after a highly publicized and disturbing incident of violence. Though they tried to reconcile between 2011 and 2016, their relationship ultimately ended for good. Then came Karrueche Tran, another headline-grabbing romance that played out like a soap opera, full of ups, downs, breakups, and makeups. In 2014, things took another turn when Chris had a one-night fling with Nia Guzman, resulting in the birth of his first daughter, Royalty. Fast forward to his next chapter with Amika Harris, the mother of his second child, Aiko. Though their romantic relationship ended after her pregnancy, they've reportedly kept things peaceful and co-parent well. Most recently, rumors swirled around model Diamond Brown, especially after she gave birth. While nothing's been officially confirmed, fans believe Chris may now be a father of 3. And as always, Chris has been spotted with other women over the years, though many of those flings remain unconfirmed and clouded in mystery.
Chris Brown isn't just a chart-topping singer, he's also a serious entrepreneur who's been making business moves since he was young. In interviews, Chris has opened up about his growing empire, and let's just say, it goes way beyond the stage. One of his smartest investments? owning 14 Burger King franchises. Yep, you heard that right. With the average Burger King location bringing in around $175,000 a year in profit, his slice of the fast food pie could be making him about $2.4 million annually, all while he's on tour or in the studio. But he didn't stop there. In 2012, Chris launched his own streetwear brand, Black Pyramid. Known for its bold, youth-driven style, the brand keeps growing, proving that Chris has just as much style sense as he does musical talent. And then there's his latest flavor-filled hustle, a collab with SoFlo Snacks to drop his own limited edition cereal called Breezy's Cosmic Crunch. It's not just a fun breakfast item, it's a smart move to grow his brand, blending food, fashion, and fame into one tasty package.
All of this is backed by his massive social media reach. With over 144 million followers on Instagram, Chris Brown has the kind of digital influence brands dream of. He's not just promoting products, he's building a legacy. We all know Chris Brown for his music, his moves, and his massive stage presence. But what doesn't always make headlines is just how big his heart is. Behind the fame and flash, Chris has quietly donated around $2 million over the years to causes that really matter to him. His charity work isn't about getting credit, it's about making a difference. One powerful moment came on July 16th when Chris took to Twitter, not for clout, but to share a message of compassion. That tweet wasn't just talk, it was backed by real action through his nonprofit, the Symphonic Love Foundation, which focuses on arts, love, and service.
One of the standout moments? Chris made a major donation to Courage for Kids, a nonprofit helping children going through tough times. It wasn't just a check, it was a game changer for the organization. And even when he's on tour, like during his FAME tour in Australia, Chris makes time for what matters. While in the country, he stepped away from the stage lights to work closely with a program supporting youth with intellectual disabilities. Not for a day, not for a week. He stayed involved for 2 full years, showing this was more than just a photo op. It was personal. These are the stories that don't always trend, but they show a different side of Chris, the side that's driven by purpose, not just performance. Chris Brown's impact goes far beyond his music. Whether it's on the stage or behind the scenes, he continues to use his platform to lift others up, and that's something truly worth spotlighting. Let's dive into the money story behind Chris Brown, a journey that started when he was just 16 and has grown into a serious financial empire. At the core of his fortune? His jaw-dropping concert and tour earnings. Fans pack venues around the world just to see him perform. And the price tag for these shows? It can range anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 per gig, depending on the date, the event, and how big the crowd is. But Chris doesn't just rake it in on big tours. His money game includes exclusive residencies and intimate shows too, like his special performances at a Las Vegas nightclub, adding a whole new level of exclusivity to his career.
And don't forget the digital side. Streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and Deezer, plus his YouTube channel with over 25 million subscribers and a mind-blowing 16 billion views, keep the cash flowing 24/7. While some reports estimate Chris Brown's net worth at around $54 million, the reality is probably even higher. With all the different ways he's making money, from live shows to digital royalties, his financial game is strong and still growing. So, as his career keeps hitting new highs, the real number behind Chris Brown's fortune might be the biggest hit of all. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Chris Brown's money moves, don't forget to like, comment, and share your ideas for future videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.